here and talk to you a little bit, answer some of the questions that I received on the last live I did, and just answer some more questions if you had some more right now. Hopefully, I can answer them for you. One of the comments I received last time was bought a walking pad. Why can't I get motivated to use it? Now, I did recommend last time getting more steps in each day if you're trying to, lose weight or, just to be healthy. Steps are great, right? And that's the easiest way that I have found that you can do cardio. That's my go-to cardio. That's the cardio I recommend for everybody because what I've found by talking to people is people think you need to go for a run. Okay, I used to run a lot. I don't run anymore, but they think that okay, well, if I don't go for a run, then I'm not going to do my cardio. But that's not true. I've found that walking is actually so much easier on your joints. It's so much easier to do. You don't need to go out for a run or anything like that. So, but there's nothing wrong with running. Let me go ahead and say that first. There's nothing wrong with running. If running's your jam, go for it, right? Some people love to run, and that's so awesome. People who do the half marathons and the marathons, and man, that's amazing. So I definitely recommend if you run, go for a run. But the reason why I was recommending walking is because it's just much easier to do. And now I've spoke to people and gone back and forth with people who have those walking pads. You don't need, back in the days, remember you needed a big old treadmill in your house. And I have a treadmill, but you don't need that anymore. You can buy, they're called walking pads, and you can just go check out Amazon. I think that, I'm sure you can get an expensive one, but between $100 and $200 to invest in yourself, invest in your health. And if that's something that you struggle with, that man, I need to get more steps in, that would be a great way to do that. Sorry. But yeah, go get a walking pad. So this person will say, well, I bought it. I have one now. I just need to be motivated to use it. And that's the other thing too. Motivation is going to be there. Motivation will come, the night before, and you'll be like, now, all right, tomorrow I'm going to get up and I'm going to, do whatever your morning routine is. And I'm going to get on this walking pad. Guarantee. Morning comes, you're like, man, this bed feels good. I just want to stay in this bed. I'll get on it later. Maybe after lunch, I'll get on it, right? And so lunch comes and you're like, oh, man, I got busy. And then you're like, okay, well, maybe later I'll get on it again. It's just, tomorrow, we'll start tomorrow, and it's just, you just keep going through that. So basically, if I had a walking pad, what I would do is I would stick it in front of the TV, all right? Because you can put those anywhere. Stick it in front of the TV. If that's something that you do, you watch TV, then why not walk while you're watching TV? All right, I try to make it a point. Like the other day, when I was responding to this comment, I was actually on the treadmill. And I was like, okay, well, I try not to just sit there and respond, right? I'll try to, okay, if I'm gonna respond to comments, I'll go for a walk outside, or I will, get on the treadmill. If you have a walking pad, you can do that, or just walk around your house, okay? I know people who do that as well. To get their steps in, they will literally walk around in their house, all right? Because they just get it done. And that's the other thing, you just got to get it done, okay? If it's something that's important to you, you will get it done, okay? Let me take a drink. Sorry, I'm up. Sorry about that. I'm just doing this live real quick before I go work out. But I just wanted to come and maybe give you some tips on ways you can add more fitness into your day. So back to the walking pad. I don't know if you've heard this, but there's a lot of people who say they recommend you go for a 10-minute walk after you eat. So each meal. So let's say you have breakfast, get on that walking pad, walk 10 minutes. It helps with digestion. It also, like if you're having to eat too much, it does help you feel better. Like you're like, oh gosh, I ate too much. You go for a walk, it does help. So let's say you do it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You went for a 30-minute walk today. Come on now. You can't beat that. All right. So that's a way to sneak it in. Now, last night, I was pretty tired last night. And I said, you know what? Hey, what's going on? I said, you know what? I can either, because of course, mentally, you're going to be like, well, excuse me. Mentally, you're going to be, well, I need to get my rest. I need to, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. and I looked at my step count, and my step count wasn't as high as I like to have it each day. I have a certain step count I like to get each day, and it wasn't there. And so, sorry, that bottle's loud. So it wasn't there. And I said, you know what? I can either, lay it down and be like, well, guess I'm just not hitting my step count today. Or I can say, hey, I don't care. I'm going to get those steps in. So what I did is luckily I have a treadmill. If not, I was going to have to go outside and go for a walk. And I got my steps in. I went for I think I walked for 30 minutes, just a walk, nothing crazy. And I respond to some comments, go over different social media and stuff like that, or whatever you have to do. But I got that walk in, and I was like, man, I felt more energized, and I was, proud of myself for instead of giving in to the excuses of, oh, well, you're tired, go to sleep, or, oh, well, you'll just do it tomorrow. I mean, what's one day? Yeah, what's one day? It can turn into 2 days. It can turn into 3. Now, if you're, injured or something like that, or you're just dead tired, there's nothing wrong with getting some rest. Just don't keep doing it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what I did. I said, man, I'm gonna get this walk in. I felt better about myself after I did it, and I felt more energized. That's another thing you can do. If you're feeling sluggish and tired, get up. Okay, get up and move around. All right. So I can guarantee if you get up, this is another way you can get some quick fitness in. There's nothing wrong with this. Sometimes when I'm cooking, I'll while I'm waiting on the meat, whatever it is I'm cooking, I'll knock out 10 body weight squats. Boom, right there. Because guess what? You can do it anywhere. You got body weight, you can squat. All right. However low you can go. Oh, I can't. My knees hurt. This and that. Okay, we'll find something else to do. Knock out 10 push-ups. There you go. I can't do push-ups. Get on your knees, do some push-ups. Think about this. If you fell face first, you would push yourself up, right? So I'm sure you can at least get one push-up in, but if push-ups aren't your jam, maybe take some dumbbells. If you have some of those, like those small dumbbells, those little light ones, take them to the kitchen with you. As you're waiting on stuff to cook, knock you out 10 curls. Come on now. I mean, there's different ways that you can get exercise in throughout the day, okay? So when people say, oh, I just don't have time, you have to make time. You got to find time. If it's important to you, if your health and fitness is important to you, then you will make time. You'll make better decisions. So that's another way you can add a little bit of fitness in if you don't have a walking pad or a treadmill or don't have access to any type of cardio equipment. Guess what? We're all walking cardio equipment. All right. We can use our body weight and get it done. Something is better than nothing. Okay. So that's for the people who feel like if they miss the gym, everything's just over. Right. You're like, oh, I didn't make it to the gym today. I guess, well, tomorrow is my day. You can still get stuff done today. So these are just some of the tips that I had. I know I've been getting questions about, hey, I need some more tips on different ways to include more fitness. Okay. Making your cheeseburger bowl recipe today. Oh man, that cheeseburger bowl, let me tell you something. That joker is good. Okay. Yeah. I think Nick. Sorry, it's kind of hard. I'm looking on my phone. I brought my other one here so I can read some comments as well. So, I'm getting better at this. I'm trying to go live more so I can help out more. And anytime I get questions because it's hard to respond in the comments, like a big old paragraph or something, I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll go live and help people. And it could, possibly help more people as well. So I heard it said when someone says, I don't want to, just change sorry, it's hard to read my phone. Just change your want to. Man, there you go. That's exactly right. Sorry, my nose itches. Yeah, so that's exactly right. I mean, it's how you think. That's what it is. Like I said on my last live, like what what I tell my kids in the morning, I tell them, look, the world is a beautiful place if you see it that way. Okay? If you see the world as a beautiful place, there's so much negativity going on, right? And so I'm like, I try to be positive, okay? And I'm just like, how do you see it? Happiness is something we create, right? So health and fitness is something we create. Now, we have a choice of what we're going to eat, okay? We have a choice of if we're going to go get some steps in today, or if we're going to do some push-ups, or if we're going to do some squats, or whatever it is, hopefully we can make that choice. And at the end of the day, we need to look in the mirror and hold ourselves accountable and say, hey, did I handle business today or not? Or am I just going to make an excuse? And excuses, you won't get any progress from excuses, okay? Let me just tell you that right now. You're just going to frustrate yourself, and you're going to feel bad about yourself, and you're going to talk down, and it's just not the route to go, okay? So you got to stay positive in a mental state, and tell yourself, I tell my kids this too. I say, look at me. I can do it. You say, I can do it, okay? And when you say that, you say it out loud. I'm trying to tell you, it works, man. I got to tell myself that all the time. Like, hey, when I don't feel like doing something, that's when that discipline kicks in, and you're like, I can do it. Watch this. And you get it done, okay? And it works. Try it out. It works. I'm trying to tell you, all right? Let me read some of these comments here. Just found your channel today. Been watching your videos for the last hour. Candy cane, let's go. Yeah, hey, appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy making the videos because every video I make, it's to help somebody. It's to help you, okay? I don't make videos just to make some videos, right? I have, every video I make, I think, how can this help somebody today? Hopefully it can help one person, right? And it seems to work, and that's why I want to do these lives more now as well, is because it seems like whenever I get the comments, drop some comments below, questions, comments. I respond to every single comment, unless it's like kind of weird, but I respond to every single comment. And if I know about it, I'll respond and I'll give my opinion. Like I said, it's just kind of hard sometimes whenever you're responding to all these comments and people ask you a question. I'm like, man, you can write like 2 pages on this stuff, right? It'd be easier just to call you, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm like, maybe I can just take some of these comments and try to respond to you, of course. And I always try to respond in a kind way. It's all about being positive and kind and stuff like that. I'm not trying to, I'm not a negative person. I don't like to live like that. But I'll say I can come on these lives and hopefully answer some more questions. I'll get a set schedule down. I'm in a central time zone, so maybe that'll help out. Like I decided, hey, let me go here, go for it, do a live before I go hit the gym. I'm drinking, a little pre-workout here, and I'll let that joker kick in. I'll go hit the gym and get going on that. But here we go. Nick say you're doing great. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I'm just trying, right? I'm probably. Let's see here. Sorry, because the comments are blending in with my shirt here. I'll probably concerned switching cottage cheese for Greek yogurt or maybe Baby Bell cheese in the bowl. Yeah, so the thing about the cottage cheese, excuse me, that's just another way to get extra protein. Plus, like I always recommend a Good Culture. If you know on that. It's hard to find because I've been told that fitness influencers are using it a lot, and so that's why it's hard to find it. It is hard to find everywhere. When I see it, I grab a couple of them because it's hard to find. But yeah, so the cottage cheese actually gives it more flavor. I mean, I used to think that was crazy. I used to see these people, man, cooking cottage cheese and eggs and all this. I was like, what? Cottage cheese and eggs? Come on now. That can't be good. I would make my eggs and eat cottage cheese on the side, right? And I tried it. I'm like, not bad. Okay. All right. And now I eat it, I eat cottage cheese probably once a day at least. Eggs at least once a day. Like before I took the kids to school, I had 2 whole eggs and 3 or 4 egg whites. I don't know, whichever one it is, because I want to eat something before I go work out. And eggs are such a great way to put something in your stomach and not feel too full. And plus you get your protein in. Let's go. Come on now. But yeah, Greek yogurt, you can do that as well. Greek yogurt's great, man. Yogurt is so good. I eat yogurt all the time as well. And those Baby Bell cheese, man, come on now. If you know on those, man, them jokers. For y'all that don't know, they're the ones that come in that little round container, and they're little triangles, man. And talk about the flavor on them jokers. What I like doing with those is putting them on like a tortilla. And putting them on the bottom and throwing some, just throwing the meat on there. Man, those Baby Bells are so good. Oh, you know what? Never mind, hold on. Baby Bell cheese. You're talking about the round ones, the little round ones. Okay, sorry. Those are great too. Never mind, you're not going to spread those on anything because they're a little bit hard. I thought you were talking about the Laughing Cow cheese. Okay, yeah, Baby Bell cheese. Man, get you some of those. Those are those ones that you buy and they're in a little bag and you can see through the bags. It's like a net. and they're the little red ones. Okay, you can buy the lower fat ones or whatever. Man, those things are good, man. I mean, and you gotta like open them up and man, great snack, great snack. Uh, you're doing great. Sorry, I gotta scroll back here. Yeah, so yeah, Baby Bell cheese in the bowl. I don't know how that will melt. Maybe try the Laughing Cow in a bowl too. That would probably be good. The Laughing Cow cheeses are good. I keep those in stock as well. Baby Bell, those are tough to keep in stock. Kids love them. I love them. So they don't stay in stock too long. You know. I remember when there was only 10 subs. Haha, Wonder Pet, let's go. Let's go. The good old days, right? Hey, I found you just 2 weeks ago and love your content. I struggle with TDEE. Advice says I can't narrow down my actual activity level. What do you think of a minimum eating current pound times 8 for BMR? Man, that's a lot. Sorry. Yeah, so the TD, what they're speaking about with the TDEE, and I don't think y'all can see each other's comments from my understanding, so I'll try to work on switching that. But so this person is asking about the TDEE, okay? So that's the letter TDEE. Now what that is it's basically how many calories you burn just by being alive, okay? So if you just Google TDEE, it'll send you to a website where you can basically you just put in your information, I think it's your height, your weight. I don't know if it asks you your body fat percentage, but I haven't done it in a long time. But basically, it gives you like your calories that you need, and it'll ask you your activity level. Just ballpark it. If you're kind of active, kind of active. If you know you're not active, don't be putting you're kind of active because you know you're not active. But yeah, and it basically just gives you a ballpark, and then it tells you, let's just say your calories each day are 2,500 calories, and it'll tell you if you want to gain weight, if you want to gain muscle, then you'll need to, it'll probably do like 2,750. If you want to, maintain, of course, stay at 2,500. If you want to lose, usually subtract 250. And if you want to be more in an aggressive loss, you can do 500. Just don't get too crazy. Don't go from, if you realize you eat, and then you got to track it, right? Yeah, so download MyFitnessPal. I keep saying that. It's a free app. Track everything you eat. Just do that. Track everything you eat for like 3 days. All right, 3 days, track everything you eat, and you'll see where you're at. You might be like, man, I'm pretty good. I've been eating healthy. Then there's something else going on, But what I have found, most people don't know what they're eating. Don't know, they think they're eating healthy, and they're not. Okay, so all that little bit adds up, man. When you see those videos of people saying, "Oh, I had 2 tablespoons of peanut butter a day," blah, blah, that stuff does add up, man. Those little snacks. That's why I try to put so many videos out about snacks, because snacking will set you over big time. But anyways, back to the TDEE. So basically, you find out what you eat, start tracking your food. It's going to take work. It's not easy, and that's the thing. You have to put in the work. Okay. Don't let anybody out there tell you this stuff is easy. It's not. It's your health and your fitness, but it's important. Okay, it's not easy, but it's important. All right, and I think everybody should do it. And I'm just here to hopefully kind of guide you that way. So basically, get your TDEE, subtract 250 calories. I would recommend you not going on some crazy diet. Don't go from 3,000 calories down to 1,500. And try to think you're going to run that. It's just not sustainable. Okay, you're going to feel like crap, and you're going to be like, well, this is not for me, and you're just going to go back to your old habits. You have to change your habits. You have to. There's no way around it. If you want to lose weight, you have to. Sorry, you got a text. If you want to lose weight, you have to be in a caloric deficit. No way around it. Okay. So you have to be in a caloric deficit. That's it. There's however you get to that caloric deficit, hopefully my videos and stuff like that will help you out. But there's just no way around it, man. You just got to do it. You got to put in the work, hold yourself accountable. Whenever there's a decision to make on food, you got to say, well, I'm either going to eat this. Is this going to help me reach my goals? Whatever your goals are, everybody's goals are different. Is this going to help me reach my goals, or is this not? All right. And if you've earned it, some people talk about, cheat meals or treat meals or whatever. Yeah, if you've earned it and that's something that's in your routine, go for it. But or if you're just real strict and focused and like I'm not going to eat a cheat meal until I reach this and that, then you know where to go from there too. But you could, I mean, everybody's different. That's why I don't put out information like do this and do that, and I just give recommendations of things that I have done over the years, over and over and over again, that have helped me out. And I'm like, man, let me share this information because I mean, this is, it's helped me out before. So hopefully that, let's see, Wonder Pet. Laughing Cow is good too. Yeah, man, Laughing Cow is so good. Okay, what is a good way to mask the texture and flavor of yogurt? I can't stand the texture or flavor of any yogurt, man. That's a tough one. Texture is tough. I don't, man, I don't. Does anybody maybe have some recommendations for how to mask the texture? You just have to, if it's texture, so you don't like a creamy texture, I guess. It's going to be tough to get over the texture issue. Now, flavor, I mean, I always recommend Ratio yogurt, man. Them yogurts are so good. But or you can mix in some honey or something like that for flavor wise. But texture, that's going to be a little tough to get over if that's it. I use it more like cheese curd. Okay. Let's see here. What's a good way? Okay, I use it more like cheese curd. Wonder Pet. Which recipe you trying also? Make sure it's Greek and plain. Yeah, because then you won't, if you're worried about the flavor of it, you won't taste the flavor. If it's plain, unless you're eating it by itself. But if you mix it in with something else, it's just adding more protein, but it also adds more calories too. So if that's something that you're concerned about, but if you're tracking, you don't have to worry about it, okay? Total daily energy expenditure at rest, and then it will give you, yeah, so that's exactly right, for the TDEE. Okay, if you know your body fat percentage, it will give it as an optional choice to fill in. Yeah, so that's something else. If you know your body fat percentage, I know there's scales out there, and I mean, I guess you can go with that. I actually have the little, I don't have it on me, but the little plastic measurement where you sit there and clip it on your stomach, and then you go by the chart and kind of see. It's just, or you can go get like a DEXA scan, or you can ask your doctor. I mean, just however you want to do it. If body fat percentage is something that you want to track. Okay, I've tried about every yogurt and can still taste the yogurt in about everything I try to make. Yeah. Wonder Pet says yogurt, Whole Foods, 365 Greek yogurt, or Chobani, best options. It also be the lack of seasoning in your food. Yeah, calipers. Yeah, sorry, I'm all over the place this morning. Yeah, so yeah, it could be the seasoning. If you're tasting the yogurt, it can be the seasoning for sure. So if you don't want to use yogurt, I mean, maybe find another way that you can get the same amount of protein. Because what yogurt has, between like 15 to 18 grams of protein. There's another way. If that's what you're trying to, if that's why you want to add the yogurt is to add more protein, maybe there's another way you can get the protein. Okay, it's just so easy. If you like yogurt, man, it's so easy to get the protein like that. Yeah, but the plastic things I was talking about for the fat percentage, those are called calipers. You can order those on Amazon if you wanted to check your own fat percentage. It's a little chart, shows you where to clip it and all that stuff. So that's how I do mine, and I just kind of, of course it's not probably 100% accurate, but it gives you an idea of where you are. And so, yeah, so let's see here. So yeah, these are just some of the, hopefully some of these options help out. What do I have coming up? Yeah, and I posted that one. I like the Core Power in the mornings, 48 grams protein. Man, Core Power is so good, right? Now, Core Power, it's coming in at like 200 and something, 240 calories or something like that. But man, if you have it in the morning, I mean, and I've had Core Power, and I also drink the milk, the fat-free, lactose-free milk, and Core Power is just great. Man, it's such an easy way to get the protein. Fairlife one, yeah, right. Fairlife Core Power, right? Yeah. Wonder Pet said, "Is that the Fairlife one?" Yeah, man. That Fairlife one is so good. If what you do is just go, if you can, go get you a couple of those and just keep them in the fridge. And then if you're in a hurry, man, you're like, I have to get my protein in, or not. Well, I guess if you're serious, you want to get your protein in. but I don't have time to make whatever meal that's going to make 42 grams, or I think it's 42. It's 42 or 48. It's over 40 grams of protein. Then just drink that. And now, I always recommend you go with whole foods first, all right? I know I get it in my videos a lot that, you shouldn't drink this, you shouldn't eat that, whole foods, yes, I totally agree 100%, all right? Protein shakes, protein bars, protein chips, all this stuff, they're just supplements. They're just things that you can use just to help you stay on track and to give you another option so you don't go grab those options that you used to grab that got you in a position you don't want to be in. That's why I always say that. But yes, I highly recommend, instead of going to grab a Core Power, eat some eggs, okay? Or eat some chicken, or, just whatever. Whatever you got to do. Yes, Fairlife, I order from Amazon. Yeah, so there's the 26 option as well. Yeah, 26 grams of protein option as well if you don't want to get the 42. And man, the flavors are great. I think the strawberry, that one's really good. Chocolate, if that's your jam, chocolate's good. I always get vanilla because it's so easy to mix with anything else. Now, if you have a Ninja Creamy, take that joker to the next level. You just put it in there, freeze it overnight, and you have a protein ice cream. Me and my kids eat protein ice cream all the time. It is so good, man. And I mean, I'll throw some little sugar-free baking chips in there, or just Ninja Creamy. If you can get one, man, them jokers, I use it all the time. I was actually filling up because they come in these little pints. I think it's a pint. You just fill it up and you put it in the freezer the night before, and it's ready to go, man. I filled one up this morning because I was like, man, I forgot to do it last night. So I'm gonna try it tonight. I'm gonna see how it goes down, man. I'm gonna try it and see. I'm not gonna do it for the 24 hours. I don't know what it's gonna come out as, but I mean, it's gonna be good. I know that. So thank you for sharing the MyFitnessPal. I love that app. Come on now, let's go, right? And I'm trying to tell you, come on now. Man, MyFitnessPal, I've been using it for years. There's so many different ones out there too. I don't know some of the names because I just use MyFitnessPal. There's a lot of them out there. Some of them you have to pay. You can pay for a subscription to MyFitnessPal as well, where you get more in-depth. I think you can like scan food or something like that. But what I have found is that the database is so big that I don't even need to do that. I can just, I search for it, boom, it pops up. I go to a restaurant and somebody who went to that restaurant sat there and figured it out somehow, right? Or just ballpark, because think about it, you're at a restaurant, I've gotten that before. Well, at the restaurant, that's actually not 4 ounces. Yeah, you got to ballpark that joker, man, because if you're going out to a restaurant, you don't know how they're cooking it, what they're doing, unless you're back there in that kitchen working with them, cooking your food, okay? So you got to remember that as well. So there's always some of that in too. So isn't it just ultra filtered milk though? So not exactly like powder base. Yeah, I think it is ultra filtered milk. What's his name? Stoppani. Jim Stoppani did a great video on how Core Power gets the protein. I mean, it's pretty cool. Let's see. When it comes to eating out, it's always better to go average. Not every one dish is going to be the same. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I tell people too. Usually when I talk to folks and they're like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I've been working out. I'm just not hitting my goals. I'm like, okay, let's track what you've been eating. It's usually it's a lot of takeout. Now, I mean, I get busy and then I got to get this, and then, cause that's the other thing. These days, it's so easy to DoorDash, to with some of the Uber Eats, right? We don't even have to move anymore. We don't have to go get in a vehicle. I mean, at least you walk to your vehicle, right? That's a few steps. You can sit on your couch and, I mean, basically you just got to walk to your front door to grab your order, all right? And it's all over the place. I mean, you see Uber Eats everywhere, right? So it just makes it so easy for you. Now, I'm not against that. I'm like, hey, if that's what you do, that's what you do. But it's when people come to me wondering why they're not reaching their goals, and I say, okay, well, let's look into what you eat. I mean, let's just start there. That's an easy place to start. I guarantee you, everybody I've told, they start tracking, they're like, their eyes, whoa, dude, I didn't realize I was eating this and that. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to tell you. You didn't realize you were smashing 4,000 calories a day, did you? You know what I mean? You thought you were eating healthy. And that's why, right there. Everything counts, everything that you eat counts. Some people, they'll have an extra handful of this and they're like, oh, it's fine. It's just that's why I did a video the other day about the pistachios, because I'm like, if you get, let's say you're measuring out your pistachios, but you're just grabbing handfuls, all that adds up. It all adds up. Pasta, same way. All right. If pasta is in your diet, that's why I show you measuring out 2 ounces of pasta. That's what it looks like. You go somewhere and get pasta somewhere, that bowl is going to be full of pasta. So you can just multiply that by however much, and you can think you're eating healthy because you're eating grilled chicken on it. And that chicken was cooked in butter and all kinds of, it's just, but if that's in your, if you've earned it, then go for it. If that's in your goals there. All right, let's see here. Steven, what's up? I use my Net Diary. When my FitnessPal made the scanner premium, it became unusable to me. Oh, okay. Yeah, so what I have found as well, Steven, the reason why I still use my FitnessPal is because I eat a lot of the same foods over and over again. So mine is basically my protein first, so I know how much either I'm going to eat beef, chicken, or every now and then I'll eat fish. The only problem with fish, man, that whole house starts smelling like fish, and I'm always cooking. So if you want your house smelling like fish, then unless I'm like using the air fryer, then I'll put that joker outside and plug it in, and then have all that fish smelling outside. But yeah. So what I found is, as you eat the same stuff over and over again, as you realize, well, this works for me. I tried this meal and it tasted good. Okay, now I know the macros on this meal. I'm gonna just add that into my rotation. That's why on a lot of my videos, I'm like, hey, you're gonna add this one to your rotation. Now you might have to tweak it a little bit. I don't like this flavor. I'm gonna try to add this, and take that and then roll with that. Add that into your rotation so that when you're grocery shopping, you're like, okay, well, I know I'm gonna make that chicken. Then I'm gonna make that burger bowl, and then I'm gonna make the cauliflower beef bowl. Oh, that's so good. I had that yesterday. That cauliflower beef bowl. Let me tell you something, man. It is so good. You just gotta, if you like beef, if you like mashed potatoes, that's it right there. Make the beef, just cook it, season it however you want. And I always recommend cooking the meat with some kettle and fire, bone broth in there, just gives a lot of flavor. And then you just get you some cauliflower. I get it in that box, that microwavable box. Stick it in the microwave for 4 minutes, and then you have however much protein you need and cauliflower. And it tastes like meat and mashed potatoes, man. I don't know how to say it. It tastes so good. I love that meal, man. And it's so quick and easy to make. It's so quick. If beef cooks quick, chicken cooks quick, and it's just whatever else you gotta make it with. So whatever you want to side it with. So, oh my gosh, I've been on here for 30 minutes already. Come on now, I gotta go hit this gym. Oh man, sorry, I messed up the live there. But yeah, those are some of the tips that I had today. I wanted to come on here and hopefully get this in and, do some, I think it froze up. It freeze up? Yeah, I think so. So I can kind of answer your questions and kind of go back to some of the comments that I received last time and just keep it all, health and fitness related. So hopefully everybody has a great day today. Make sure you do something for yourself today. Go get you 15 to 30 minutes of some type of physical activity for yourself today. Make sure you try to make the best decisions possible on each meal that you make or each meal that you eat. Okay. And it'll add up. If you happen to go out for lunch and you're like, man, I didn't do as good as I wanted to do, it's all right. Guess what? You got another meal coming. Okay. Make the best. Let's see here. Thank you. Just leaving the gym. Yep. I'm about to go hit the gym. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And if you go to the gym and that's where you get down and then they go to the gym. If you're at home, nothing wrong with that. Whatever you got to do to work on yourself today. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I'll be on again and comment on this video, because I'll see those comments and I will respond to them, and it'll help me out in the next live. Hopefully my response will be good enough to get you by, and then I'll try to respond to it, and then but hopefully, man, it helps other people out too. If you see the comments, read the comments, because I know I've had a lot of people asking questions, or saying stuff. And if I don't know about it, I'll try to go look it up or learn more about it because I'm always trying to learn something. But somebody else might know and give their opinion, and they're only opinions. Okay, so this isn't a place to get mad at each other or anything like that. Hey, give your opinion, and that's all good. If somebody wants to follow it, then follow it. Just like everything I say. If people sometimes think that I'm on here recommending meals and making you do it. I'm not making you do anything. I'm just showing you what I do, little, ideas, and you can take that and roll with it, or you don't have to, if it doesn't fit your nutrition style, if the ingredients don't fit what your daily life or your macros or your diet, then don't eat it. Nobody's making you do it. You know what I mean? So that's what you do, bro. Do you eat breakfast on many days or not really? Yeah, I try to. I used to work out. Well, so now, because I used to be the wake up at 4, be at the gym at 5 guy because my schedule was different. And so, people used to say, man, why do you get up so early? And I was like, because going to the gym is important for me. Working on if I didn't go to the gym, I would get up and do some type of exercise, right? Because I had to get it in before, before I got the kids up and all that stuff. But now I can go a little bit later. And so, yeah, I do eat breakfast. Sorry, I'm back to the question. I do eat breakfast. Yeah, I try to eat something like I was saying earlier. I try to eat eggs. Eggs are real light, or maybe like a protein cereal. What else do I? Let's see here. Eggs or the like those keto bagel thins. Those are great. Sola bread is great. Just anything. I don't like eating a meal where I feel like I'm just full. Or sometimes like this right here. Bam. Built Puff. If you know on these, man. Like I said, the reason why it's with me right now because I don't want to leave it in the vehicle. This joker will melt all over the place. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna eat that because I already ate this morning, but it's been a while. Yesterday I went to the job. I thought, man, I'm hungry, and but I'm gonna eat that on the way right now. So yeah, I already had 2 eggs. I can't remember if I had 3 or 4 egg whites. Doesn't matter. But I had that this morning before I left the house. So I am I'm getting ready for the gym right now. So I have this protein bar on the way because it's been a little while, and I don't want to eat nothing too much, right? That's why I recommend you eat some. Thank you. Just leaving. Oh yeah, I already read that one. Sorry. Okay, most days. Please keep sharing. Oh yeah, man, I'll definitely keep sharing. Hey, I appreciate all y'all watching, everybody's comments, all the support. It's been great. It's been great. But yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here, and I'll get on here as much as I can. So keep those comments coming, keep the questions coming, because we're all trying to learn together. We're all getting better together. So just remember, like I said in the beginning of this video, when you're struggling with something, tell yourself out loud, say, I can do it. All right, tell yourself, I can do it. Guess what? You're gonna get it done. All right. So I'm gonna go get this workout done. So talk to y'all next time.